So, welcome to a video about the text tool on FireAlpaca. You would think that the text tool is pretty self-explanatory, but the thing with FireAlpaca is the text tool is both a blessing and a curse, as in it's great and useful, but it's kind of weird how it works, and so I'm going to make a whole video on it because, if you don't know how to use it, then you might be discouraged to use it, and that's gonna suck. So of course, the text tool right here, the text tool is this up here. It's a little T thing, and if you can't find it, you can go up to Tool and click Text. And if you don't have it, it must mean that you have a very old version of FireAlpaca, and you just have to update it. It's really simple. Come on, guys. So you click on anywhere, and of course this box, the edit text box, will show up. But right now I already made a text thing, and I should mention that whenever you write something, you make something with the text tool, it's going to be in its own layer automatically. So even if there's a layer with a drawing like this, ooh, that was not get rid of that. That was not supposed to turn out like that. It was supposed to turn out like this so that I can draw a face. So if I click on a layer with drawing on it and then write something, it will automatically be on a new layer, and you don't have to worry about messing up your drawing. And after you do all this text business and you've decided you want to edit it, all you got to do is either you can double click it while you're still using the text tool so that this pops up again, or you can just double click the layer and that will pop up, same thing. Alright, great. So font name, of course, it's all the fonts that are already installed in your computer. I don't think FireAlpaca provides any custom fonts. You can, of course, download them via free font websites like I do. Like with this does not come with my computer. You can adjust the text size using this, or you can do this way, like manually, just kind of like, well, one step at a time, but that's kind of boring. Here is points and pixels, so this is, I think it stands for point, but I could be wrong. But that's pretty like the normal one, You could also do pixels, which means it'll be 27 pixels. I don't know why you would want to use that one, but, whatever. If you have a very small canvas, maybe that'll work, but most of the time you're going to be using points. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it anti-aliasing, whatever this thing is. This option is available for your brushes and erasers and all that stuff, but it's also available for the text tool. This isn't a very good text to use it on. Let's find what's a good text to use it on. Gosh, that's pretty okay. So notice that when it's clicked, here, let me do a much closer up. When it's clicked, it's nice and smooth, right? But when it's unclicked, it's kind of jagged, kind of pixely, Yeah. So that's pretty much what that does. If you want to use that, that's up to you. Don't know what you would need it for. It doesn't matter. Anyways, double click again. Text spacing is not available for this font. Let's see if I can find a font that will let me use it. I don't know what font lets you use this. I know there's fonts that let you use this text spacing. It's pretty much just spacing between the letters. And you should be able to increase the space or decrease the space. That's the opposite right there. Okay, so for some reason I can't figure out how to do text spacing, but it should be working. Maybe it's just not available for certain fonts, but there is line spacing. So line spacing is when you have multiple lines like this. Okay, so let's go with this. And line spacing is the spacing between the lines right here. So let's increase it. Let's go to 5. And there, you see it's very spread out. You can also decrease it to the negative numbers. Beautiful, like that. So that's cool. 0, of course, is just default. There are, of course, alignments, and then being able to bold the text. It's not really working with this one. There are certain fonts that will and will not be able to use those. There's strike through, which I guess isn't available either for some reason. And then there's vertical, which is actually pretty cool. So you do that, and then it's all vertical, of course. This would be cool for like a name. Yay! See? So that's pretty neat. Alright, to change the color of the text, you can just click on this right here, and this will pop up. I don't know why it's on default, but let's see. You can use this, which is I don't know, I kind of like it because it's really cute, you know, like a bunch of colored pencils, but you could also use the spectrum. You can use these colors right here, web safe colors. That's cool. Wow. You can use the codes and everything. You can use the sliders, or you can use this wheel, which I usually, whatever, it doesn't matter. Uh, but yes, this is where you can change the color. You press OK, and there you go. It's that color that you chose. So as I said, the text tool is both a blessing and a curse, and the reason why it's a bit difficult to use, and did you hear me? It was difficult to say difficult for a second there, but the reason why some people find it very difficult to use is because it has some really weird restrictions, as in that it's the wrong button that I pressed. Let's say I had a drawing under here. Let's do just something really quick. It's nothing, guys. It's just, don't worry about it. Okay, so we have this drawing of some random kid right here, right? And here he is, there he is. And you want to merge the text layer and the drawing layer, right? That's what you want to do for whatever reason, like you're making a comic, you want to merge the text into the text bubble, whatever. Well, for some reason, text layers do not merge. You can see right here, the merging layer button, it's not clickable. It's not, yeah, I don't know why. It's just how they made it, and it's very inconvenient, and a lot of people don't like having separate layers all the time. They want to merge it, make it nice and clean. So how you would have to do that, okay, here's the trick. Before, I would get the lasso tool and I would copy and then paste, and then get rid of that, and then just move that, and then you can merge that text layer here, and ta-da, good stuff. But I just realized that for whatever reason, you don't even have to go over the whole thing using the lasso tool. I can just do this. You see, I selected like a couple pixels there. I will copy it, and I will, here, I'll show you right here. I'll copy it. Where is it? Copy, and then paste, and the text is there, even though I didn't actually highlight it or, you know, select it. I don't know why it works like that, but if you just copy and paste random pixels on a text layer, it will copy the entire text, and there you have it. That's how you're going to have to merge text layers. You can't actually merge a text layer itself. I don't know why. It's very inconvenient, but that's how you do it. Also, it makes it a bit easier to move things around. So after you copy and paste it onto a normal layer, you can again maybe cut and paste, you know, certain things, and then you can move them around separately. You know, that good stuff. It's really good for editing. Of course, another way to edit text color, because if you want to do like two different colors, you can either do the text tool and use it twice for two different layers and then have different colors, or again, you can, you know, copy it and paste it into a normal layer, click Protect Alpha, and color it in yourself if you want, you know, just do this cool stuff. Woohoo, yeah! Wait, that's the wrong color. It should be this. Some gradient effects to this. Look at that. Look at how cool that looks. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. That's all I had to say, I guess. I don't know if this was actually informative at all, but I know there's some people with having difficulty with the text tool, and so hopefully this helps a little bit. Yeah, it is very useful, and I like to use it for all my comics and stuff like that. Well, I used to. Now I kind of handwrite a lot of things, but you know, that's just how it is. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.